So this video is going to be different from most of the others that you've watched. Instead of going over problems on the worksheet or introducing a new concept, all I'm going to do is talk about how to use this calculator. And you'll notice that instead of a problem in this video, we have just a calculator. So I'm going to go over some of the basic things you can do with this calculator in this video. Nothing too complicated yet. And the worksheet just consists of doing simple operations. So no long strings of calculations, just doing maybe one thing to two numbers, adding them together, multiplying them together, or something like that. So let's get started. Let's say that we want to add, I don't know, maybe 2.1 to 3. So first of all, we've got to get the 2. Oh, and I forgot to say, please follow along on a calculator if you have one. That'll make this much more useful. So first we have the 2 button, so we're going to need to hit that. Then hit the point button, that makes the decimal point, and then the 1 button, and that'll give you 2.1. Then hit plus, then hit 3, and by then you should have something that looks like this on your screen. When you want to find out the value of something, hit enter, and that will produce a value. You should get 5.1 on your screen if you did this right. So that's addition. Let's move on. Let's talk about multiplication. Let's say we want to multiply 4 times 7. So first of all, we got to hit 4, then the times button, then 7, and then, as always, enter. So give that a try, and you should get 28. Now we're going to do something a little trickier. We're going to multiply -4 by -3. And these minus signs are what makes it tricky. We've got to be very careful. Actually, I'm going to change this problem a bit. We're going to multiply -4 times 3. So there's a lot of things to keep track of here, and I'm going to go over them one by one. First of all, you'll notice that there are two signs that sort of look like minus signs on this calculator. There's one here, and there's one here. This one is the minus sign. That's illegible. That one is the minus sign. So you do that for doing use that for doing subtraction. And this is the negative sign. So you use that when you want to make numbers negative. These are different signs on the calculator, and they do different things. And it's very important to keep them apart. If you try to use the minus sign in this problem, the calculator probably won't understand what you're trying to do. You have to use the negative sign. Okay, so let's do this. So first of all, to be sure that the negative is in the right place, we're going to put parentheses around our 4. So you type open parentheses, because you can do parentheses on this calculator. You can write them. So we open our parentheses, we write our negative sign, so that should give us this. We write 4, we close the parentheses, and then we multiply by 3. And we should get -12. Okay. See if you can figure subtraction out for yourself. I already pointed out the subtraction symbol, so try a few subtraction problems, especially the one on the worksheet. Now let's move on to division.